In this video, we're going to look at the summaries section of the case info widget. We're going to talk about the overview tab. There will all four of the sub tabs. There are the following four: overview, data, attributes, activity, and bookmarks. And the overall point of this tab is just give you, as its name suggests, a quick summary of a case. What's basically in here. It's a good place to start an investigation. If you don't have an idea of really what you're looking for coming into this, this tab will give you a quick overview. It's also a good place to come after a while and see what's gone on, what activity has taken place, what bookmarks have been generated, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's go into the tool and take a look, and you can judge for yourselves. So I'm in the tool. I'm going to open up my case info tab widget, and it opens to the summary section, which is what we're interested in here. I need to choose a case or cases. I'm going to choose the system info because I know that has some good info here. And then actually, after I show you this tab, I'm going to toggle to a different case because there are cases with better info for here. So let's go ahead and do that. Just select that. We wait for that to load, and it should give you information you're familiar with if you're an FTK user. This is the kind of summary information we provide with for that tool as well. And you can quickly see, okay, who are the users that have been using this system, and it'll show you Administrator Dracula, Glass, Lorette, West Manhood, Man Tooth, excuse me, if that's relevant. You can see what applications there were that were installed. It's all sort of organized here, but it's a good place to start again to click around. You can see NT users or recent files they've accessed, and anyway, you can read this same as I do. If you're an FTK user and you know about, I think it's the system tab there, called the system tab in that tool. You probably know much more about this information than even I do, but it gives you a good idea of what's going on, a good place to start clicking around to see if the underlying information is worth further investigation. Once you have, once you've played with this, or maybe you're not even interested in this, you can move on to the data attributes tab. It's also sort of high level summary information about a case. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can see there's nothing magical here, but it just gives you a profile of the data, file by date, communication by date. Again, distinct from file by date in the sense that all communications like a PST, they're generally all wrapped up in other files, and this is what they look like after you've expanded them. Extensions, basically the data type and object types. To the extent that we've categorized stuff, you can see that almost everything is OS file here. If you want to get a look at these slices a little bit better, this is our same normal interactive graph where you can just sort of click off things and it will expand everything else, and you can hover on stuff to find out what it is it's a representation of. Finally, once you're happy with that, you can go on to activity and bookmarks. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and change case because I've got cases with much better activity and much better bookmarks. Demo case is probably the best for both of those. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, let it load. We'll see, there you go, it loaded up. Now let's go on to activity. And we can see sort of what's going on by users, who's been in the case, the last labels applied, and object viewed. And here's a great place where you can utilize that clicking functionality because I really don't care about the not viewed files. I just want to see everything else. Maybe I don't even care about the administrator files, and this is sort of everybody else. You can see we used to have a user here, a doc reviewer, but has been deleted, and it will even show what they saw. And then you can see what labels are out there, and again, the activity here. And then finally, bookmarks. If you're measuring case by bookmarks, which is often how people will do it because it's where actually the meaningful, actionable information tends to go, at least for a forensics user, this will show you a summary of your bookmarks. It's got case ID in the event. You can open multiple cases here, or matters. Matters are cases that hold several subcases. But in any event, it will show the case ID, the bookmark name, and then the comment that was given that bookmark. And that's all that is in here. If you want more information, then go ahead and open the case and go to the bookmark tab itself, the bookmark widget directly. But this will give you a good sense of sort of at least the volume of bookmarks and maybe some of the more important comments. So that's it. That's the summary tab. Again, the first two sort of good place to go at the beginning. The last two sort of a good place to go to check out what's gone on in the case. So that's all we have for this video. Again, if you're interested in this other stuff, the sort of the case management stuff, go ahead and check out those more focused sub videos.